Good evening, everyone. Today I'm going to review a new acquisition here, which is this Piko locomotive, and to be exact, it is a type 3E1 PKP, and this is Era 5 with loc sound on it. Okay, in other words, PKP is, I don't know how to pronounce this in Polish, but it's Polish State Railways. Okay, so one of Pico's Eastern European locomotives, very unique. Nobody else is doing them, and obviously this is for System Markland. So we're definitely anxious to see what this looks like, and this is not a rehash of another manufacturer or another. Like, for example, the Taurus or the let's just say the Nohab or something like that. This is actually a Polish engine that was manufactured that's represented here. So we're going to check that out. Okay, so let's open it up. And again, this is the Expert series, so it's a little bit more expensive than not. And let's, like, again, look at the box. They following like Markland's footsteps in this, in a sense, with the sleeves and instructions, the way they do this. Let's take this out like so and rock it back and forth. And of course, as I say always, we're going to look at the instructions, because the instructions are there for a reason. So let's go ahead and move this off to the side. And I'm going to take a look at the instructions first, because sometimes there are specific ways of unpacking. So let's take it all out and see what we got. All right, and let's see, we got a little brochure here, and we have here for the decoder. So let's take a look at the decoder. If it's anything like the one I had before with the mauve, probably it's going to be 03, and yep, that's why the 03 Motorola address is right here. This is MFX for Markland. Okay, so it is there. So, and this is all the addresses. Okay, very good. Let's put that off to the side. And this is, again, the parts diagram, or the exploding parts diagram, which is very, very, very detailed. So if you ever need parts or anything like that, you have the numbers here. And from what I see, this has a can motor in it with a flywheel on it. This is the functions again. And instruction sheet, so it's also in English, which really helps. And let's take a look and see what else we got here. Oh, this is like this is for installation if you're going to put it in. So, and first time use, this is the English side of it. It says here, short circuit in the motor lighting will pick up wiper. Wheel sets can destroy the decoder, as well as instructions. So, yep, only have a professional do it if you're going to do it, unless you know what you're going to do. How are you doing it? So, this is the instructions for use, and it's in German, English, Great Britain, USA, French, and Polish. So let's take a look here. All right, so they talk about the prototype, 1958. Pafawag, I don't know if I'm probably butchering that. Locomotive Works began production of the first one. First locomotive, first Polish electric locomotive, first 18 production engines, underwent extensive testing. I'm not going to read all of this, but let's highlight. By 1971, a total of 658 units had been delivered, and their top speed was 62 miles an hour, and not very fast. Okay, to carry. So this is a freight engine, and this is what I was looking for. I was actually looking for a freight locomotive. So the ET21 has long been found on virtually all electrified lines in Poland. However, with the growing numbers of the ET22, they were increasingly relegated to the south of the country and was scheduled to retire in 2002, but they lasted a lot longer than that, and some of them wound up in private hands. Very good. Okay, and then, of course, we have the safety notes. And they're saying that this is a model, not a toy, obviously. And how to change the tire. And it looks like the only thing we really oil is the what they show here. So, flux interface. All right. So, okay, so let's go ahead and take this. So it looks like we have a parts bag, and we're going to leave that there because most of the time these parts, those of you not sure, are for display. So I want to run this. Let's take the sleeve out, right? And then let's go ahead and do this. I kind of like the way they did this. Okay, this does not have a display track. So we're going to go ahead and man, this thing is heavy. Okay. So let's take a look, shall we? Let's move this off to the side. All right, so, okay, so let's take a look, see what we got here, and let's zoom in on it. And of course, is the ET21 57. Okay, definitely with the Polish locomotives have a bigger headlight on the top of the A light, and this is the way it looks on the top. Okay, let's take a look at the bottom. That's 6 axles. Okay, so the center axle is not powered, but the outer wheels are. And we do have traction tire. So we have a traction tire here, and we have one here. Okay, this is again another look at the front. And let's see, what's the story with the pantographs? Pantographs, yeah, that's, and looks like the bow or are pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna have any problems as far as as far as running it under catenary, like on the club layout or on my layout once I get the catenary up. So very beautiful. Plastic body, but it's a metal frame on it. So let's go ahead and put it on the 6021. If it's 03, then we should be okay. Let's move the camera up a little further. Pardon for my rough camera work. Let's rail the engine and see what we got. And then once we give it its break-in period and get it registered on 6020 on the central station, we'll give it some work. All right, so let's see, it's 03, right? Let's see. All right, let's see, function. We do have lights. Let's just move the engine without any sound. Very silent, look at that. Very nice. Okay, let's do F1. I guess that's the horn. Okay. Not very impressive, but it's there. F3, we don't have anything. F4 is turn the lights on and off. So let's turn them on. Okay. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Once I get it registered on the central station, I'm sure we're going to have a lot more functions. So I shall see you over at the main layout. All right, so stay tuned. All right, folks, so we're here at the main layout. Let's try to get this going here. And I already gave it its break-in period, and it's registered on the CS2 right now, and let's go through it all. All right now, so let's go ahead and cycle through some of it. So that's the lights, so we should have lights right now. And let's turn on some sound. Okay, so we are facing the right direction, and we do have red marker lights, by the way. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and give out cab light. So, and then we got underboard running gear lights. We have interior lights too. You can see right now that right here we have this light, and we have these lights down here. That's basically to turn the volume down. And some announcements, radio announcements. Doors, pantograph, sound only. Okay, and let's go ahead and move the train. Let's give it a blast from the horn. Let's follow it around a little bit, huh? And it seems to do quite well. Again, I apologize for my rough camera handling. We'll get a view of the entire train here so you can see what's wrong. So I think it does quite well. So that's one thing about Piko that I do like, is that they make these type of locomotives where companies such as Roco and Markland, Brawa, they don't make any of these type of locomotives. And so Piko has a really nice niche on producing this type of equipment, or rolling stock. So I'm very happy. Actually, I ordered now a Czech Republic Skoda engine now, since I was very happy with the last few that I got. I'm hoping in the future Piko will have the Leonard Ward engine from MAV. I'm hoping they'll do that one day. So in any case, all right. So let's bring her in, and we'll close out the video. So the model's a good puller. It's a very heavy model too. And the sound is very good. Nice special effects. So definitely I will give this the thumbs up. So if anybody's into Eastern European railroading, especially PKP or Polish State Railways, definitely get this. So, okay, so that's all I got to say about it. And I guess I will close out the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and as I always say, clear tracks ahead. Have a good night.